you're doing it, they're doing it through the draft, and that's really the only way you can go these days in the NHL. That's something that Yzerman stated time and again. The more picks, the better. The better, the more picks you have, the better chance that more of those players will eventually find their way to the NHL. This isn't 20 years ago when you could revamp your team through free agency, which we saw the Red Wings do. Pulling in so many big name free agents back before there was a cap. They could outspend virtually every other team because of Mike Ilitch's willingness to do that. And there was more, as a result, there were more big name free agents on the market back then, but it's a different game now under the salary cap. Everybody plays by the same rules. There are fewer big name free agents on the market. You have to really build from the draft. And that's what the Wings are doing. As far as how long, they've missed the playoffs 4 years in a row now. Where they are in terms of the rebuild, based on their performance last year, they got a long ways to go. I mean, they finished 23 points behind the next worst team in the league. So this is a team that's still, several years away from being real competitive as far as a contender, and probably at least a couple of years away from even competing for the playoff spot. One of their main problems has been, despite finishing near the bottom, and last year at the very bottom, they're getting kind of screwed over in the lottery. They've dropped each of the last 4 years. They've dropped a few positions in the lottery. This year, they should have had the first pick based on their record. They dropped to fourth. That makes a huge difference. Even as much as they like Lucas Raymond and think he's going to be a real good player for them, you get an Alexis Lafreniere, and that kind of changes the outlook a little bit. A bona fide potential superstar, and that's what they need. Those kind of players. You need like a Sidney Crosby, and Alex Ovechkin, Connor McDavid. Those are the kind of players that really accelerate rebuilds, and those are the kind of players that the Red Wings haven't been in position to get, and that's why it's going to take longer for this team to get back to where it was.